NIAT reiterates, and I as chairman here reiterate, that the Deputy Prime Minister, or rather here say, who is also our Minister of Education, is a liar with a malicious agenda. NIAT has never been in agreement for any amendments right from day one. However, going by what has been said, as far as the amendments are concerned, amendments proposed is only a sugarcoating. The long-term agenda of racial disharmony is very clear here. That is our DPM's motive. DPM is pushing it so hard and refusing to budge as he wants to sabotage Prime Minister's One Malaysia. Why did DPM interfere with the findings and amendments? If you go by the walkout of the three Indian panelists, the reason why they walked out of the meeting was because DPM wanted them to make some amendments which they didn't agree. Is he an expert to interfere with the findings? And why was all the amendments recommended on Bab Seman, referring to the Malays, and Bab Chinghwat, referring to the Chinese, told to be removed? When it was unanimously agreed that all those amendments were signed by all the panel members, why was it told to be removed? And why did DPM Rangkap, Minister of Education, do that? And here we would like to state that DPM Rangkap, Minister of Education, has abused his power as the Minister of Education. In spite of all the hard evidences available, the people responsible in Ministry of Education have not been reprimanded. I mean, unofficial sources tell us from within, what are we hearing, that even the ministry officials themselves were not very keen in actually allowing this book to be used in the text. Which means we would like to know, where is the hidden hand from? Who gave, until today, in spite of all the letters to the different directors, to the Director General of Education, they have all gone silent until today. They have not responded to any of the letters, which means we take it that all the accusations that we have made in those letters, as they say, the old adage says, silence is acknowledgement. That means they've acknowledged that there is a major flaw and a problem within Ministry of Education. Why are all these people being protected, if there are? I'm sure somebody is trying to protect. We need an answer for that, and all those things has never been addressed ever since this controversy has come about. As a responsible Deputy Prime Minister and as a responsible Minister of Education, who's responsible for the future generations of this country, how can he ever sideline the crux of problems that we have highlighted? He has said that whoever is objecting to this and whoever against this interlock and all those things is a threat to national security. We today say, NIAT, that it is the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Education who is a threat to national security, because it is his decision and whoever the people are involved with his decision that this whole controversy has come up and exploded. Had he taken proper advice, had he listened to the groundswell, the people's objections, I'm sure this would not have happened. The country can be assured we are not a threat to the national security. We are all very God-fearing citizens of our beloved country, Malaysia. We'll make a police report nationwide, meaning NIAT members will make a police report on DPM for allowing interlock to be used in schools, which has caused and will continue to cause racial tension and disharmony, where we will give evidences of what has happened in various schools, how the words have been used, how people are fighting. Even now there are still fights going on, which has been completely get, people are not supposed to speak about it. Number two, abuse of power by Minister of DPM Education Minister by interfering and demanding the amendments to Bab Seman and Bab Ching Huat to be removed, thus only allowing amendments to Bab Maniam. Here we are getting further advice. Apart from police report, since there's an abuse of power which is related to corruption, we will definitely also lodge a report with MACC. We have confidence, at least, the least to say we have some confidence that the police and the MACC will look into this positively and seriously. To create awareness among grassroots, all races in Malaysia must and should know and be exposed to the hidden agenda of interlock introduction into SPM syllabus. Sad to say, we have started this. In fact, I spoke in Banting. I was invited to Banting to speak. I was invited in Ipoh. I've been speaking in a few forums. Sad to say, it's only after we spoke, people realize that it's just not the three words, but it actually affects all the three races. Which means the awareness is not been created yet. So we request here, even the Chinese friends of ours and the Muslim NGOs, to help us in this aspect by creating this awareness and making, I think, countrywide, if all the NGOs, immaterial, whether it's Indian, Chinese, Muslim, Malays, we start making these police reports, I'm sure there will be an impact created. All our actions to date, as far as NIAT is concerned, together with our other NGOs, is to defend the unity of all races in Malaysia and promote multi-religious harmony. We will not, under any circumstances, allow anyone to destroy this long-cherished wealth of Malaysia. Mr. DPM, Yang Berhormat DPM, stroke Menteri Pelajaran, must with immediate effect resign as Minister of Education. I think every rakyat in this country has got a right to demand that, especially when we know that the future generation is being undermined. The whole concept of Satu Malaysia is being undermined. And DPM has got this guts and courage to call us a national threat? No.
There seems to be an agenda of the Ministry of Education to use the school years, the years that Malaysians spend in school, to inculcate in them a certain concept which is not exactly balanced, which is not inclusive, and which is not sensitive. And this is of concern. If this is to continue, then the one Malaysia that the Prime Minister has been saying with so much of passion, I'm afraid will not be realized. And this is the reason why we are here today. We want the Ministry of Education to relook at this the continued use of this book, which is already a source of controversy.
This unity caused by interlock at this very first stage, which is ignored by the government, is actually showing anger among all races. All races from different NGOs have begun to realize the government is not listening to us, and we are very concerned, extremely concerned, because this will cause disunity that will destroy the effort that we put in to amalgamate Malaysians of different sectors, different professions, towards harmonized development of this country.
interlock against Islam and other religious teachings, interlock against ministry technical guidelines, falsafah, pendidikan negarability, DPM, and interlock against racial integration, insults Malay, Chinese, and Indians, and also interlock against the One Malaysia policy of Prime Minister, and also interlock against human rights and Union Chapter. So, as a parent, as a good citizen, I hope the ministry listen to us, drop the novel, interrupt from the syllabus from school.